For any Ultimate Team coins, check out U7 Buy, link in the description down below. Use code Zayder at checkout for 8% off if you're new, 5% off if you are returning. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have some FUT champs. We have the first 7 games, I believe it is, of our weekend league run all on stream, and this one's a little bit different because, first of all, it's all post-com, which we usually do and you guys usually mostly enjoy. We're going to be talking about kind of like the team and how it's going and why the title it is what it is, and I'm not going to try and be too loud on this video because it's kind of late. It's like about 11 right now, and I'm about to go to bed because I got to wake up early tomorrow. But I put all these games on stream, guys. If you guys want to come hang out next time, link down below. We just hit 1,000 followers like a couple days ago, so it would be really cool if you guys came to join us over the weekends, because we almost always stream for our champs games. But we have our input delay, the button input controller thing above our camera up there, which is a new setting that EA of course enabled, which is really cool. It helps us kind of, or at least it helps me see what inputs I actually put into the game, and then it actually is kind of cool because you can actually look at and see what's it called, how many buttons you actually click, because usually when you play this game you don't notice how many buttons you actually click, but you actually click a ton and you move around like a lot of stuff. But overall, man, I want to talk about this team and who is the title about. Who am I thinking? I was not expecting this guy to be this good. I was not expecting this guy to perform like this. It's mid Ronald Koeman, and the thing is, I wasn't expecting him to be like this because he was just sitting in my club. I played with him at CDM, I think one game with no chem style. He was terrible. I played with him at center back a couple of games. He was terrible. I'm using the 4-3-1-2 with press after possession loss, and it has changed the way I see a lot of players, and it has changed the way it's changed his influence on the team, man. This guy snobs so many plays. This guy wins the ball back so many times. His aggression, his tackling, he just wins it every single time, man. And he has a shadow on him, so he doesn't really get a dribbling boost. His agility and balance is like in the 70s, so he's not the most agile player, but at the same time he's not the most clunky player. So having someone like him I don't expect him to be like an N'Golo Kante where you can control him in front of your center backs and kind of just roam around like the 18-yard box. I expect him to be like this guy who's sometimes going to be intercepting or not, sometimes not. But when I control him and when I do the left stick kind of jockeying, I think that's what it's called, like to cut off the passing lanes, he feels incredible. He feels extremely quick. He has 78 pace with a shadow. I think he goes up to like pushing to 90 pace, 88 pace or whatever it is, and he just feels incredible, man. He's very, very, very good. I am enjoying him, and he's becoming slowly one of my favorite DMs in this entire game that I've used so far. I've used Ronaldo Sanchez, who's probably my favorite. I've used Chiellini. I've used Llorente. I've used a lot of players, and he is becoming just a very, very good player. Now, another player on this team, Ricardo Pereira. If you're thinking about playing with him, if you are just looking into him and you're wondering how he plays, he's a very good card, man. He plays at right back. He feels great on the ball. I think the 90 pace is kind of like the least pace you should have on a fullback, especially in this stage in the game. He's good, but sometimes he will get caught out, and that's a big downside. But apart from that, if he doesn't get caught out, he can defend. He has good physical, good defending, and then he feels really nice on the ball. So his dribbling is very, very good. His passing is very reliable as well, so that's great. Adam is always good. Now, Zakaria and Mbabu at center backs, these two dudes are something else, man. You guys will see me only lose one game in this entire video, and it's mainly because of my fault, and I really shouldn't have lost the last game that I did lose, but I did lose it, so it is what it is. But Zakaria and Mbabu, the way I'm playing this game, I like playing manual defending, right, because it's just the more fun thing. I don't like watching and just letting the game do the work for me. So Mbabu and Zakaria are good at that. They're both physical, they're both big, they both have a lot of pace, so recovery speed is also great on those guys. So I'm really, really, really enjoying them. With Koeman in front of them as well, it has just been great. Now, in the midfield, we have Kroos and we have Schweinsteiger next to Koeman. Now, Schweinsteiger, I always sub him out at halftime. I feel like he's the biggest liability in the entire team. He's decent. He sometimes does some good stuff and sometimes helps out with like defensive work. but most of the time he's a liability, and I just don't recommend him at all. I don't think anyone would want to pick him up anyway, but I just don't recommend him. Toni Kroos, he's a good player. He's fun to play with. He has some great passing stats. 5-star weak fit is always helpful as well, and he's a fun player to play with for me because I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I've always wanted to use him like in like a usable way, in like a champs competitive type mode. So he's good. He's good, and I still play with him the full 90, but he's not like insane. He's not the greatest. He's not like the guy that I would try and fit into my team no matter what every single weekend. So usually what I do is I sub out Schweinsteiger, I bring on Cucurella, I bring on Bruno, one of those two. That was a fantastic goal, by the way, by Ronald Koeman, man. I'm so happy I scored that one. I thought that was one of the best goals of the weekend. Or from this gameplay, not from the weekend, but up to now. So yeah, Schweinsteiger sub out, Toni Kroos is good, Koeman is incredible, and then the front three, Neymar has been very nice. He really doesn't score that much. I feel like R9 does most of that. Eto'o sometimes scores here and there. This is the last game of the episode, by the way. Keep an eye out. This is a very solid squad, but I should be beating these kind of teams. And I go up 1-0, and I just keep doing my thing. R9 keeps scoring. Eto'o at striker is actually not too bad. He's kind of finishing and getting some chances, which is great. So very happy about that Eto'o is kind of finally starting to get involved. We go up 3-0 against this guy 62 minutes in. Felipe Anderson gets a goal, and I'm like, 3-0 up, man. Let me just keep doing my thing. Or it was 40 minutes in, my bad, not 60 minutes in. But he scores a goal. And I was telling chat, I think I'm going to go after this game because I'm feeling kind of tired, and I was starting to yawn. And right after I got off stream, by the way, I took a 2-hour nap. I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't going to, but I took a 2-hour nap. I fell asleep from like 6 to 8. And me playing tired on this game, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and it's a very bad idea, as you will see here. He comes back from 3-0 down to tie it up 4-4 in the 80th minute. He does a low-driven shot with João Felix, which never works. Low-driven shots in this game are not possible. He gets a bounce back with Mbappe, the ball goes back to him, and he ends up winning the game, and it is what it is. But overall, man, this team, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the formation, guys. I think I will have like a formation, custom tactics, all that good stuff. Type of video maybe coming up for you guys either tomorrow or the day after, one of the two. It's a really busy couple of days for me, so I'm going to try and get out as much content for you guys as possible. Stream as well, Instagram post, all that good stuff, as I always do. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, man. I appreciate you guys with all the love, and we just hit 18,500, so I do thank you for that, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, and I'm out.